Hey, this is Ryan from Web Eminence, and in this video I'm going to show you how to calculate shipping rates for your e-commerce store. I'm actually helping a client out with this right now. I'm going to use his business as an example, and this should help you understand how you could calculate flat rate shipping rates for your e-commerce store. So a lot of e-commerce platforms allow you to use calculated shipping rates where you're actually calculating the exact shipping rate with a carrier like UPS or the post office, but a lot of e-commerce stores are just using flat rate shipping where you break up the country into zones, or even just offer a flat rate across the country. Maybe it's free shipping, maybe it's just 10 bucks. It depends on your business, but in this example I'm using a coffee seller who's selling 1 pound coffee bags within the US for now, we're going to assume. So my first step is going to be using this map, and I just wrote down a few different zip codes across the country, and I'm going to calculate the rate to ship 1 pound coffee bag, because the size is important. You could have 1 pound, but it's, you know, a poster size or something. So it all depends on your product and what you're shipping, but this is just an example to help you understand, you know, what your thought process might be. So I've got this map with these different zip codes. The 22312 represents the base or the ship from address. So we're doing all the shipping from this green zip code, and we're gonna see what the prices are to these other pink zip codes across the country. So for that, I'm gonna use the USPS.com website. That's the United States Post Office, and I'm gonna go to Quick Tools and calculate a price. So the from zip code is 22312, and then we're gonna start off by shipping to this 90010, and this kind of represents the farthest, almost the farthest we could ship within the US. I'm gonna select calculate price based on shape and size, but we can consider flat rate boxes too if you're going to use the post office. These are 1 pound bags, and I'm going to use a package for this. So here are my initial rates. To ship it within, you know, retail ground with the post office would be $8.95. So I'm going to go ahead to my map and just put $8.95 here. So that's probably the most expensive it's going to be to ship one bag. And let's go back and just say 2 pounds here, just to see what 2 would be. And that would be $12.98. So notice it doesn't go up by 2, or it doesn't double when you double the quantity or the weight. There's obviously a fixed cost in the shipment, so it's not double to ship 2 or triple to ship 3. So that's something you'll want to check. Also notice if you are using the post office, you could consider these flat rate boxes. Like the smallest one, whatever I could fit in there, is going to be $7.90. So I might just note that on my form, $7.90 flat rate. And you know, it depends on your product size, but I could probably fit 3 or 4 bags of coffee in there. So that might mean I could ship 3 or 4 bags of coffee for $8 anywhere in the country. So that's an important thing to consider if you are using the post office, or if you're using another carrier that offers flat rate shipping like this. It's a good way to control your costs. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, do these other calculations, and then come back and show you what I found. Okay, so I got all those costs entered for these different destinations, and here's what I found. So to this close destination up here, it was $7.65. Down here to Florida, it was $7.95. To the middle of the country, it was $8.15. And these are all for a 1 pound bag of coffee. So to this farthest destination I had showed you, it was $8.95. So overall, this is a small, you know, amount to ship, a small weight of 1 pound. So there's not a lot of variance in the prices, but it is $7.65 to $8.95. So it's a difference of about 17%. Which can be significant if you're doing a large quantity. So it's still significant even though it's a small number or a small variance. And then keep in mind that there was a flat rate option with the post office of $7.90, and that means whatever you can fit in the box would ship anywhere in the country. So that's an important thing for this business to consider. So the next step for a business owner after doing this is going to be to actually translate these rates to their e-commerce platform, whether you're using Shopify, e-commerce, or whatever. They all give you different options for offering shipping rates. So I'm actually using WooCommerce for this customer. So in my next video, I'll link to it here. I'm going to actually show you how I'm going to put these rates into the flat rate shipping option with WooCommerce so that we're charging the correct amount for each order. So go ahead and click on the link for that video, and I'll see you there.